Who is the poet of Lucy Gray? William Wordsworth. Where did Lucy Gray live? On a wide moor. How is Lucy Gray described in the poem? Lonely child. What does the poet call Lucy Gray? The sweetest thing. What task was Lucy asked to do by her father? To go to the town. Why was Lucy asked to go to the town? To lead her mother safely. What did the father ask Lucy to take with her? A lantern. What was the weather condition on that day? A storm was coming. What time was it when the father asked Lucy to go? Just after 2 o'clock. How did Lucy answer her father when told to go? She gladly agreed. Which clock is mentioned in the poem? The minister clock. What object in the sky did Lucy point out? The moon. What tool was the father working with? A hook. What did the father break while working? A band of fagot. How is Lucy compared with walking on snow? Like a deer. What did the storm do? It came before its time. What happened to Lucy in the storm? She wandered and lost. What did the parents do all the night? Shouted and searched. Did the parents find any sound or sight of Lucy at night? No. Where was the parents standing at daybreak on a hill? What did they see from the hill? The wooden bridge. How far was the bridge? A furlong from their home. What words of comfort did the parents say while crying? In heaven we shall all meet. Who noticed Lucy's footprints first? Mother. What did the parents track? The footprints in snow. Where did the footprints first lead? Through a broken hedge. Which landmarks did the footprints pass by? A hedge and a stone wall. Did the footprints vanish suddenly? Yes, at the bridge's middle. Where did the footprints stop exactly? In middle of the wooden plank of bridge. What do some people believe about Lucy? She remained alive and wanders still. What is Lucy said to be doing on the wild? Even today, skipping and singing alone. What does Lucy sing as she wanders? A song that whistles in wind. What is the rhyme scheme of the poem? A B A B. The description, powdery snowy that rises up like a smoke, is an example of simile. Lucy is compared to a mountain road. This is simile. No mate, no comrade Lucy knew, shows that Lucy is a lonely child. Which poetic device is used in the print of Lucy's feet? Imagery. The sudden disappearance of footprints at bridge suggests a mystery. The bridge is a symbol of connection and passage. The moor in the poem represents isolation. She trips along and never looks behind, indicates her ghostly wandering. What is the major theme of the poem? Innocence, loss, and mystery. The phrase "a solitary song" means a lonely song. Which nature elements play a crucial role? Snow and storm. Which literary device in whistles in the wind? Alliteration. The W sound. Wordsworth is famous for rural simplicity. The emotions shown in parents after Lucy is lost is fear and grief. The mysterious end of Lucy creates which mood? Haunting and tragic. The hare and fawn are part of what device? Visual imagery. The main contrast in poem is between nature and town. At what time of day did the poet see Lucy Gray? At break of day. The word solitary used for Lucy means lonely. What steel can be seen upon the green according to the poet? Hare. What other creatures besides hare is mentioned? Fawn. The father raised his hook and snapped what? A band of fagots. What did Lucy hold in her hand? A lantern. What adjective describes Lucy's feet dispersing snow? Blither. Lucy's step made snow rise like what? Smoke. What storm came before its time? Lucy climbed many hills. The parents searched for Lucy. How did they show their sadness? By shouting loudly. The parents saw what from a hill in the morning? The bridge of wood. How far is furlong? About 200 meters. Who first spied the print of Lucy's feet? The mother. Where did the parents find the footprints continue? Across an open field. Did they lose the track of footprints anywhere? No, never. The footprints were found even on bridge planks. Where did the footprints stop finally? In the middle of bridge. What possible fate is suggested by footprints ending in the river bridge? She drowned in river. What belief softens the tragedy? She still lives on moor as spirit. The solitary child is an example of which device? Epithet. The sweetest thing that ever grew is an example of hyperbole. Which sound repetition appears in solitary song that whistles in the wind? Alliteration sounds. She tripped along gives what kind of image? Kinesthetic. The line, her feet disperse the powdery snow, is mainly visual imagery. That rises up like smoke implies what? Simile. The poem mixes element of pastoral and elegy. Which mood dominates at the end? Mystery with sadness. The setting of the poem is mostly rural landscape. Her face will never more be seen is an example of foreshadowing. The poet contrasts life and death using which device? Antithesis. Nature in the poem is shown as harmful and hostile. Here upon the green is an example of visual imagery. The form of Lucy Gray is closest to ballad. Which device is in heaven we all shall meet? Symbol of consolation. The repetitive references to snow create visual imagery and suspense. The poem belongs to which movement? Romantic. What does Lucy symbolize in the poem? Child innocence. Her lonely life in mood reflects Wordsworth's interest in solitary life close to nature. The mysterious survival of Lucy makes her a ghostly figure. Lucy's inability to reach town suggests human helplessness before nature. In romantic poetry, children are often symbols of innocence and purity. Lucy's footprints represent sign of mystery and hope. Lucy's story is told with tone of tender sadness. Repeated use of nevermore emphasizes finality. The reference to the minister clock connects Lucy's tragedy with religious church time. Ending possibility, she is still alive on wild, shows superstitious folk belief. Lucy singing a song in the wild reflects a folk ballad voice. The bridge in the poem also suggests passage from life to death. The poem ends not with closure but with mystery and open ending. Overall, Lucy Gray is a blend of tragedy, nature, ballad, mystery.